Absolutely, Brewers fan, because it's going to boil down to, and we are underway. We are starting at the coast.
Lionel's right away.
Boy, oh boy, they are really grinning hands out of the frying pan and into the fire. We've got blue Lionels on the next screen, so oh my goodness gracious. jkoper's able to get through that mess. Rick trying to do his best to get through the mess, and behind this cave for jkoper we find, oh my goodness, the wood sword. So if Rick can just get through that Lionel gauntlet, he'll be able to get his wood sword fast. jkoper's about to find out that a heart container. Well, chat, you know what to do about that. That's our ladder item.
But I think Rick's going to try to go around a different way, avoid those Lionels completely. jkoper does have a nice little advantage early with that sword.
Yeah, but it's better than trying to do the screen scroll 5 times. You keep getting zapped by a Lionel. So, I mean, I do not disagree with Rick's play. He's going to go around the garbage here, and that'll make it much easier. When he gets into that cave, he'll have his wood sword. So I definitely do not disagree with Rick's play there, going around those dangerous Lionels. He's going to get his wood sword.
And our message today apparently is, I hate the book, change my mind.
And Rick sees that the ladder item on the coast is a heart container, so he's probably got some things on his mind as jkoper has made his way to vanilla level 2 and find some money. What do we have here? Hello! That's a big, large secret. I approve of this seed. 129.
That's going to make rupees a little bit easier to manage today. Could be a bit of a rich seed here.
Yeah, very well indeed, as Rick finds a bomb drop from those blue moblins here, as jkoper's going to check this Armos and find some more money. Let's see how much he's going to get out of this one. Looks like it's 36, if my math is correct. He's at 131, and he's now at 167, so 36 for the medium. This is definitely a big money seed.
Always nice to have that extra money. Oh my goodness, we found the other big secret.
That's not the time to find a second large secret, because he is leaving about 30, 40 rupees on the table, but I guess it could be worse. There's the bomb prices at 22, but jkoper's going to go ahead and upgrade his defense by purchasing the blue ring at the vanilla 250 rupee price. Now, when you see randomizer races, that is the common price that you see, because most items in shops have a shuffle of plus or minus 20 rupees, but since 255 is the maximum, unfortunately, Rick taking a death on that Armo statue and jkoper taking a death at Monocle Rock, so both of them are going to go back to start. If the RNG shuffles beyond the 255 bounds, then it's going to be set at the default price of 250 rupees.
It's a good little piece of information to remember when playing. And also, yeah, jkoper taking that blue ring, it empties his rupees so he can get more secrets later on, as well as getting that extra defense early, so you don't have to worry as much about deaths.
Yeah, and even though jkoper, lost out on about 40 rupees, again, with the medium being so large and still 129 secret left on the board, jkoper still should be in good shape in the money department.
Now, of course, I'm sure he wants to find a shop right now with a candle in it, so he can start burning some bushes here. Or at least find some bombs. Yeah, I don't think he's had any luck with bombs yet.
He did find bombs, but he has already spent them. He had bombed some of the bombable walls along the coast and other places, so he's only gotten the one drop. Rick has gotten multiple drops. He's able to sneak by those blue Lionels, and he's going to find the expensive bait shop and the expensive key shop. Nothing that Rick wants in there, so he'll go somewhere else. These runners are going to give each other a high five because they have both discovered the same cave here with the blue ring, but Rick is not interested in bombs. 22 rupees, that's a 10% markup of the vanilla price. Ooh, it looks like we found it. The recorder is the Armo statue item that jkoper just picked up. Rick is not too far away from it.
We're heading right back to that shop. So you going to make the same purchase? Yep, he is.
And I certainly don't blame him. That's going to double his defense as well. We're almost 5 minutes into this race. We haven't found a level yet, but we have found the take endings, and one at the far northeast region. Ooh, one of them takes you to Death Mountain. That is nice. So already a very promising start for where our 4 Any Roads take us. So jkoper, he finds his first Take Any Cave, and he's going to rightly pick up the blue candle. Rick finding a medium secret. That'll take him up to 41 rupees. Yeah, whenever you find that first Take Any Cave, it's always a good idea if you haven't found a candle shop yet to pick up that candle, because that way, not only does it act as a good secondary weapon early on, but it also gives you an upper edge on exploration of Hyrule.
Yeah, just being able to get around much quicker will help out when you're just with whatever you need to do.
And Rick finds that recorder as well. jkoper is going to check the rest of these Any Roads. Oh, another one that takes you to Death Mountain near a level 9. So looks like there's one set of redundancies here, and he might have actually found all 4 for all I know. I'm not quite sure about that. jkoper is able to get through this Lionel screen. Rick needs to be careful. And the Zola Fireball gets him, so he's down for the count. And there's another Take Any Cave for jkoper. What is he going to take? Looks like he took the heart container.
Yeah, I can't blame him that necessarily. You're still only on 3 hearts. Even with the blue mail, you'd like to have a little bit more health.
Yep, he now has a 1 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item, whatever it is, if he can find it. Now, the white sword item can be any item that's in the shuffle, including, of course, the white sword.
Yeah. As you said, with the 4 hearts, he'll have a 1 in 3 chance of picking it up. Once he gets to 6 hearts, he'll be guaranteed to grab it whenever he finds it.
That's correct, and jkoper going to utilize the Take Any Roads to get back to the Armo spot where he was previously. Rick finds a secret. That's a small secret. It is 6 rupees, so that one is below the vanilla amount, but that is definitely not going to hinder the progress of either of these runners. Again, we have a 36 medium and a 129 large, so again, money shouldn't be an issue for either one of our 2 runners here.
So yeah, jkoper got another Take Any, so he's up to 5 hearts. Rick hasn't found any of them yet, so he's still looking for something so he can grab a candle.
A couple people in chat thought that the magical sword was the white sword item, and 7 minutes in, we find our first dungeon. It is level 2, and that's a pretty good one to find early on for jkoper.
Yeah, so there's 2 nice things about level 2. First of all is there's the item on the floor, so you can easily find it. Second is that all of the walls are bombable as long as they connect to another room, so you can also collect some good keys here.
That's correct. The item is on the ground. However, is it going to be right for the taking? You might have to full clear a room. It could be concealed within an enemy's body, so we will see what happens here. Like, for instance, this room that jkoper's in with these wall masters doesn't have anything right off the top. Now, there's a watch, and look at that. There's the bow.
Oh, that's one of our 2 big items needed. Now we just need those silver arrows for Ganon.
Yep, so a full clear is required, but that's a very easy room. It's just wall masters. AdirondackRick, he finds the letter, so if he shows that to the operators of the potion shop, he can buy some potions, and we'll see if we get some bargains on that front. And now jkoper knows exactly where to go to pick up his Triforce, and it is recorder block, but luckily for jkoper, he does have the recorder. He's going to use the bomb strats and take it down with his wood sword, or he may go with the double bomb strategy here. And nice, he gets the fairy drop. Okay, that's not where the Triforce is. I misread my map here, because it's a little bit dark on my end. So yeah, he knows where the Triforce is. That was not the room, though.
Yeah. Well, there's our bait block, but looks like he should be able to work around that.
Yep, so we know for sure that the meat is not required to beat this seed, so that will not be an issue for any of our runners at this point.
Yeah, it's good to see that somewhat early, because it means that we won't have to worry about that bait block in another dungeon, blocking our path, or you have to go actually out and grab the meat to progress.
Now, the reason why jkoper's not making a beeline for the Triforce is, you can see, he's looking for keys, he's looking for other resources, he might be looking for the heart container, because he's up to 5 hearts, and if he finds another heart container, he'll be guaranteed the white sword item if he can find it.
Yeah, this early, it doesn't hurt to spend a little extra time in a dungeon like this one, since you can move around easily enough. As you said, you can find a heart container, can get some keys. just take a little extra time, set yourself up for success further down the road.
And now Rick is heading for the vanilla start, and he is going to find a hint shop, but without the book, those hints mean absolutely nothing. But when he does find the book, all hints that he will find will be helpful hints. Well, depends if it's old news or not. That one race I called last week where it was just everything, but everything that was old news would come up for the hints. And there's the Triforce for jkoper. He's got his first Triforce piece of the match. And that's our first door repair penalty 10 minutes in. That's kind of hard to do because there's 9 door repair penalties. You're bound to hit one of them somewhere early on. We have our white sword item. It is the power bracelet on Rick's side.
Well, power bracelet's an interesting item. It does block a couple spots. Oh, jkoper found level 9.
Always a great level to find, and that is in a very tough spot. It's in Death Mountain behind a bombable wall. Rick gets another medium secret for 36, so he's up to 147. And jkoper finds the bait. Well, he just found the bait block, but he's going to purchase the bait anyways because it's just about as cheap as it can be. Speaking of cheap meat, Rick finds that same shop, but he's going to opt to buy the blue candle, and that's a smart move because he hasn't found any of the 4 bonus caves yet. So if you're going to find a very cheap candle like that and you got the money, buy it. That gives you another chance at a heart container or a potion.
Rick finds also the magic sword, but still far away from even being able to think about that. You need at least 10 hearts to be able to try to pick that up.
Right you are, Brewers fan. It's anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts in order to pick up the sword that'll do 4 HP of damage to your foes. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for the most part in this Swiss stage, we don't see that magic sword come into play very often.
It's extremely rare.
Yeah, because you have to get at least 10 hearts, which most of these matches go so fast, you don't see the runners get to 10. And even if they do get to 10, it's only a 20% chance at 10 that you can even get it.
Yeah, that's right. And we tend to see a lot of 12, 13, 14 heart mag seeds. And jkoper has reached the end of his Death Mountain exploration, so he's going to up A back to start.
So we've seen level 2 and level 9, but we have not seen any other levels yet.
Yeah, we're 12 and a half minutes into the seed. We've only found 2 of the 9 levels with the door repair penalty that Rick just found. 18 rupees, so it is a little bit on the light side.
Oh, 2 in a row.
Back-to-back whammies for Rick, so he's down to 38 rupees. jkoper gains some rupees, and he finds another level, and it's a big one. Level 8, 2 items.
Yep, 2 items, level 8, both down staircases. Oh, but blue results to start.
Oh boy, it's everybody's least favorite clubhouse, Uncle Wizzy's clubhouse. And Brewers fan, boy oh boy, are we going to have big fun tonight.
Yes,
and not only that, we've got a Patra sighting in level 8. Holy Toledo, and there's a free key for jkoper.
Rick checking that recorder's like... He just finds a shop.
Yep, nothing doing there. He's already got the blue ring, and he doesn't feel like spending the money on the bombs, considering he's already got 6, so he's going to leave it alone. Now, here is a single block room. Potentially, this could be a staircase, and potentially, this could be one of the 2 items. Let's find out. Item or transport? It's an item, and... suspense is killing me. Oh, it's the ladder!
Okay, there's another nice pickup. That's not necessarily required, but you'll always take it because it'll lessen the chances that you'll get blocked by some water.
Boy, oh boy, everything coming up jkoper already. I told you that one of the things that could determine these runners' fates is routing, and right now, jkoper is picking all of the right spots early on in this race. And Rick is able to get to vanilla level 6, and he's going to find some more money. Ooh, jkoper trying to get through this cabbage. It's the second item, white sword! Everything coming up, jkoper!
Yeah, he's just been getting he's been getting a little lucky here, but he's also just been hitting the right spots. It says all coming up his way.
And I tell you what, Rick has been finding door repair penalties left and right. That's got to be like 5 in the last 4 minutes for Rick. So, I mean, if you're going to knock him off fast. But now jkoper just needs to find the Triforce, and he'll be done with this level 8. Rick finds his first take any cave. He'll pick up the heart container. That'll give him 4. So he's currently got a 1 in 3 chance of picking up that power bracelet.
Now, something worth mentioning. I'm not just going back to when we thought we saw the bait block. Just because of the switch sprites, I don't know if we're certain that we've seen that bait block.
We haven't. We thought that was going to be the bait block situation because it was a Gibdo. It is not the bait block, so it is still in play somewhere.
And I guess that's a little trick with these randomized sprites because, yeah, well, it's fun to see the different sprites they take on. Sometimes you just get confused like that, where it looks like a bait block, but not really.
Yeah, because even though, and Patra Wayne tells jkoper, you lose! Back to start he goes. Rick, meanwhile, goes into level 2. He's going to be happy to find that bow if he clears this room full of wall masters. Almost passed it up. That could have been a tough one to swallow there for Rick, but he will get his bow right now.
So yeah, very good for him to find that bow, clear out level 8. He might do the same thing jkoper did. A little more exploring, try to find the heart container, find some keys.
And now Rick finds that same dig dogger that we saw on jkoper's side. Let's see how he handles this fight. Looks like he's going for the double bomb strategy, and it worked, and he gets replenished his bombs right there. So looks like Rick is doing the same strat that jkoper's doing. He's going to explore level 2 in search of keys and that heart container as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, jkoper's still searching through level 8 trying to find that Triforce piece.
Yeah, this is not as easy as jkoper was probably hoping for, and he'll try to bomb south, which he's able to do successfully. So right now he's either looking for that compass, or if it's a floor drop, he's looking for that Triforce. He's got some ropes to take care of. Rick's going to get his key after disposing of those wall masters. Here's the transport staircase for jkoper. Might be the one he'll need to get to the room that's going to have this Triforce, as Rick picks up the map here in level 2. And as you can see, we have a bunch of links on the screen. Since AdirondackRick is playing as the Gorilla, all Gorillas in the dungeons will get replaced by link sprites instead.
Nice little update to this. Is jkoper going to duck out of here? Nope, he just... Oh yeah, he is.
Ooh, he may figure he is blocked by some kind of means, so... Well, considering how big level 8 is, he's probably thinking to himself, I'm still missing the silver arrows. There's other dungeons I can explore where I can get these Triforce pieces. He figures, I don't want to waste any more time into this level 8. I'll just find a better dungeon.
Yeah, but we are still searching for those dungeons. We've seen 2, 8, and 9. I have a feeling at some point we're just going to see like a string of 3 or 4 of them in a row.
Well, as you were saying, Brewers fan, right on cue, we've got level 1, so jkoper finding both items, or both levels that have 2 items in the dungeon. Man, jkoper just routing this like he knows what he's doing. I mean, Rick has been playing well as he gets his Triforce out of level 2, so that's his first Triforce piece. And level 1 does have a ladder block, it looks like, or he's going to take that river to his advantage and take on these blue dart nuts that would normally do 2 hearts of damage. They both have the blue ring, so he's only going to lose 1 heart. Good news for Rick, he is about to discover the location of level 9, so he knows exactly where he needs to go after he's claimed at least 5 Triforce pieces.
Well, we're watching jkoper just clean out a lot of these rooms because there is an item on the floor in level 1. There's also an item down a staircase.
Yep, that's correct. And level 1 tends to be very linear because level 1 also tends to be a level that is key blocked, but with 4 keys, now 3. jkoper should have no trouble getting through this level 1 unless there's some kind of block that's going to stop his progress. And he's going to go ahead and try to clear this Aquamentus room here full of blue dart nuts and likes the pancakes. And looks like he's doing a pretty good job right now. Rick is going to continue his Death Mountain exploration. And he's going to go ahead and purchase the wood arrows. And with the bow in hand, that's a solid purchase on Rick's part, because they're going to dispose of those Poles voices in one shot. And they're very helpful against these fast-moving blue Lamolas. And jkoper cannot finish the job, so back to the start he goes. Tough break there for him.
Yeah, They just ganged up on him pretty quick. He couldn't even react fast enough to try to get him down.
Yeah, what he was trying to do there. Ooh, we find our first mugger room here. There can be up to 3 of those kind of rooms. So the price is either 1 heart container or 49 rupees. So that's about as close to a vanilla take-away room as you can get, because it's 50 rupees in the second quest. And look at this, more blue land molas on jkoper's side as Rick is trying to finish off his Death Mountain exploration. And there's a heart container, so jkoper going to get that heart he lost right back.
A little bit of a relief, especially since you haven't found, at least on jkoper's side, he hasn't found the white sword item yet.
No, again, the white sword item was 1 screen west of Vanilla Start. It is the power bracelet. Now, I haven't seen the ground item on jkoper's side. Of course, we may have seen it. Unfortunately, we've had a little bit of lag issues, so we do apologize for the technical difficulties there. We haven't found the...
Didn't see what he picked up there. If there was an item there, we didn't see what he picked up.
Right. So jkoper also looking for that staircase item that will be guaranteed the item, because levels 1 through 4 only have 1 staircase. Levels 5 through 8 have 1 set of transport. Oh, look at that! Red ring on the floor for jkoper, so his defense doubles again. Wow.
And Trogdor takes on its traditional green color.
Yep, and now Rick checking this cave near Spectacle Rock, but there's a potion shop. He decides not to show the letter just now. He'll probably reveal it later when he absolutely needs it. This could be our staircase here, and jkoper, having cleared already one of the orange land molas, once he goes into that room and back in, no, unfortunately for jkoper, that is not the push block. But here's another chance potentially in this double block room that has blue land molas. Man, this has been a land mola infested level 1 Brewers fan.
I need to get an exterminator in here.
Oh, indeed we do, because the good thing, he's got the red ring, but it still takes away half a heart every time you get hit, and jkoper trying to finish him off without taking that unfortunate death here. Let's see if he's able to do so, down to that half a heart. Trying to line up the shot properly with the cannibal. That 1 blue land mola is saying no! Oh! And he cannot finish the job. Blue land molas 2, jkoper 0. As AdirondackRick finds level 4.
Really compass, that's nice. He already knows where the Triforce is now.
And level 4 is another one of those linear dungeons there, and jkoper wants no more part of this level 1 for the time being, so he'll come back later. So he's leaving 1 item on the table, so we'll see if it comes back to haunt him or if it's just a rubbish item. No, he's going back to 1. It looks like he was filling up on resources. I think he was out of bombs there, so he got a set of 4 bombs there. Oh, we have Superman Handler. Yikes.
Yeah, not going down in a bomb. I don't even think it went down 2 bombs.
Boy, those are rude blue land molas. jkoper doing that block clip trick to protect himself from being hit, and he still got bopped by the blue land molas. Boy, they mean business tonight. There's the Triforce in level 1. jkoper going to pick that up. That'll be his second Triforce piece.
Still 1 item in here. Let's see if he comes back in.
Yeah, he's explored a lot of level 1 already. Yeah, he's pretty much pot committed to this level 1. He's got to find that second item.
And most likely it's in that room with the push block guarded by 2 blue land molas.
Very well could be there, Brewers fan. Rick trying to find the staircase here in level 4, but uh-oh, he has found the double river room. He does not have the ladder, so he'll have to try and find a workaround if he can. Oh no! A tea room! Oh my goodness! Could this ladder be required to beat this seed? Well, Rick thinks so. He is out of that level 4, which by the way was at the forgotten spot.
So we found the ladder in level 8, so he's likely going to need to go back over to find level 8 so he can get that.
Right now, with more health, jkoper will have a better chance. So he took down one of the blue land molas. He's doing the smart thing. Leave the room, come back to that room. The other blue land mola will disappear. Will this block? Yep, this is our item in level 1. Let's find out what jkoper has. He's got the inferior model, the scrap metal, the magical boomerang, and jkoper says no thanks. He's done with level 1.
Meanwhile, Rick just found level 5.
So Rick finding a lot of the medium-numbered levels here. So we'll see if any of these are items that could help Rick get back into this race. By the way, he's now up to 6 hearts, so he is guaranteed the power bracelet. And for all we know, that power bracelet could be required to get into maybe levels 3, 6, or 7, and maybe one of them. Oh my goodness! Well, he's able to get this Triforce into this tea room, so that is going to be Rick's second Triforce piece as well. Let's see if he decides to go back and dive into level 5 to see if he can find the item. It's in vanilla level 1, by the way, and he is going to check.
Ooh, is that a potential item right by the start?
Very well could be. It very well could be. There is a transport staircase in level 5. Do we have the item? No. So the next staircase that Rick finds will indeed be the item. This one takes you all the way to the top of level 5. So that ladder block that you saw, there is a workaround to it. Trying to get a bomb drop from these Vires here. Unfortunately, he is missing the mark here, so he's losing some health and some of his resources. Trying to clear this room in the hope maybe he'll get a heart container or maybe a fresh set of bombs here. jkoper checking the bomb spot next to Casino Alley here, and I have no idea what's in there. We're about to find out. That's the paper that Rick picked up earlier. jkoper is so confident in his battles. He's got the red ring. He's not even going to bother to pick up the paper. What he might do instead, Brewers fan, is if he finds another Takening Cave, he may opt for the red potion.
Yeah, with the red ring, he definitely might be feeling confident enough. And if he does find that, I think he's already found 3 of the Takening Caves, though, so...
And we find another ladder block on Rick's side, so he will have to go around. He's going to hope that that last remaining room in that nook of the northwestern region of level 5 doesn't have that staircase.
He still has a few more ways he can go try to find this item.
And that's correct.
Making nice use of those arrows, too.
Yep, looked like those gorillas went down in one wooden arrow, so if that's the case, unless my eyes are playing tricks, if that's the case, they rolled down on the HP shuffle, but Rick is going to opt out of level 5, and he'll come back later if need be.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looked like level 5 was pretty much ladder blocked.
Yeah, that's a tough break there for Rick. And another level found by Rick. We are fighting them left and right now, as you were calling earlier in this race, Brewers fan. That's level 7, but Rick is saying no to that because it's 33 rooms of pure madness, and who can blame him? There's only one item, and for all we know, that item could be buried deep into level 7. But, Brewers fan, as we've seen a lot in this tournament, look at this! Level 6 next door! What is this?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, just when you go so long without finding levels, they're just gonna come in a long line of progression.
That means there's only one level we haven't discovered yet, and that is level 3. So it's looking less likely that the power bracelet, the recorder, or the raft. Well, there's level 3. Speak of the devil.
So since we've already seen the white sword item, we've seen all the levels now. It's pretty much certain that we don't need that power bracelet, or we don't need that raft.
Yep. So the power bracelet is not required, the raft is not required, and the recorder, the only reason it would be required is if a Dig Dogger is guarding an item or a Triforce that these runners need. And both of our runners do have the recorder, which was our Armo statue item, so they are in good shape in that department. So, as it stands right now, jkoper has the advantage with that ladder in his hand. Ooh, Rick taking a death in level 6. That's a tough one to take. Back to start he goes. jkoper in level 3 looking for the room that has the staircase. That's going to have his item here in level 3, and I'm sure jkoper is hoping that the silver arrows are in here, because if they are in here, Brewers fan, he'll be in Triforce and Go mode.
Yeah, exactly. He just, as soon as he finds that silver arrows, he's good to go. Rick, meanwhile, as soon as he finds the silver arrows, he'll be in good shape too, but not quite as good shape because he still ideally needs to find the ladder. There's a heart container too for jkoper, but Rick needs to find a ladder. Ideally, he'd love to find that red ring or at least the white sword.
Yeah, Rick has been having all sorts of problems with ladder blocks in these dungeons, and so far that level 8 play that jkoper was able to find so far has proven to be the difference in this race right now. However, it's not over until those silver arrows are found, and for all we know, those silver arrows could be in level 9. Oh my goodness gracious, we find the bomb upgrade and Rick cannot afford it. It is the maximum price possible, 125. It's anywhere between 75 and 125 rupees, and you get anywhere between 2 and 6 extra bombs to your fodder.
Yeah, unfortunately, with already finding 2 of those big secrets and spending them on a blue ring, it's going to be unlikely you're going to get enough rupees to be able to go for that.
Plus, it's a pretty gutsy gamble as well. It's the maximum price. I mean, if it's 2 bombs, it'd be the worst bomb upgrade you could possibly imagine. So we'll see if it does come into play. Rick is going to go ahead and go back to the power bracelet with the 6 hearts. He was guaranteed to pick that up. So we'll see. He's going to check the power bracelet spot. So remember, he does not know where level 8 is. He does not know where level 1 is either.
Yeah, we know where all the levels are, but the runners don't know where all the levels are.
Yep, Rick will find another medium secret. That'll take him up to 75 rupees. Here's our item on jkoper's side here in level 3. Let's find out what it is. Rick finding level 8. He's going to get his ladder, and it's the other boomerang. It is Lord Banana, all hail, or in jkoper's case, all bail.
So he's going to probably continue to try to get the Triforce. At this point, if you're jkoper, you're probably starting to think about just going to 9 once you have 5 Triforces, because you've gone through a good number of the dungeons. You went through both dungeons that have 2 items. So you're coming close to the point where if you get to the 5 Triforces, you're just going to go for 9.
Yeah, absolutely. And Rick finding level 8, it's going to be huge. He's going to get his ladder, but he's got to be careful of this Patrick here. One more bop, and he's down for the count, but he's able to skirt by it.
I believe level 8 was the ladder. Was also the white sword in here?
You are correct. We have 6 items that we have not found yet. So right now there's a 1 in 3 chance that the silver arrows are in level 9 as Rick finds his ladder now, as long as he doesn't get bopped by these keys.
Oh,
that is a brutal death to take. Rick cannot pick up the ladder before the keys bop him. That is ugly. Tough break for Rick.
Oh man, that's almost a little embarrassing.
Not only that, I mean, he's going to lose about a minute on that. If he would have taken a death afterwards, it wouldn't have been so bad, but he doesn't get the ladder in time. That is brutal.
Going straight back for it.
Well, yeah, you certainly can't blame him. He knows he's already been ladder blocked of a few dungeons. He knows he needs this ladder, but for his sake, I sure hope that doesn't end up being the difference in this race. As jkoper finds the white sword item, he's got the power bracelet in his hands. He had the 6 hearts, and now Rick on the second attempt does get the ladder. The white sword is the second item that is in level 8.
jkoper did grab the Triforce in level 3. His screen kind of froze for there for a second, but we did see him holding it up.
Yeah, he does have the Triforce. Yep, I did notice that he had picked up the Triforce in level 3. So he's currently sitting on 3 Triforce pieces. We have 6 items that have not been found yet. Let's see what those 6 items are, if I can try to narrow that down. Obviously, we've got the silver arrows. That's the biggie that these runners are looking for. We still have the raft, still have the wand, we still have the book, still have the red candle, and we still have the any key.
Yep, I believe we have not seen any of those yet.
Right, those are the 6 we're looking for. Here's what we have found so far. Level 1 has the red ring and the magical boomerang. Level 2, the bow. Level 3 has the wooden boomerang. We don't know what's in levels 4 through 7. They've all been found, though. Level 8 has the ladder and the white sword. The Armo statue item is the recorder. The ladder item on the coast is the heart container. The white sword item is the power bracelet. Speaking of the white sword, Rick is going to get his white sword. That'll double his attack power.
And Rick has also done an 8.
Yep, so both of the runners opting out of level 8. They have the same mindset. They know there are easier levels to be found and Triforce, and Rick is going to get his level 1 right now.
That'll be good for him. If he digs this one out, he'll find at least his red ring, up his defense as well.
Yep, and he's currently sitting on 4 keys, so he should be in good shape to get that red ring. But now he finds a... And he's going to spend the money, it looks like, so he doesn't want to lose his precious health, so he'll stay at 6 hearts, and he's still got 45 rupees left. Now, little does Rick know, he's going to be in for a world of hurt, because this is the Land Mola-infested dungeon here, so we'll see if Rick is prepared.
Yeah, really need the Exterminator to come by level 1.
Yeah, no question about it. jkoper in the Deadwoods now. He's going to check this burnable bush, try to get through these blue Lionels. He's going to find... I don't know what he's going to find, but what Rick's finding out is these blue Land Molas are... He wants out of there and fast. And there's the map, so... That'll give Rick an idea of what rooms he has explored and what he has not explored yet here in this level 1. Again, the red ring is on the ground, and it is a free item. There's no full clear to gain access to that jewelry.
Now, it's also worth noting, look, in our current flag set that all the levels retain their normal vanilla shapes. You might, obviously, the rooms get shuffled around, but the map itself retains its normal shape. Now, as we go forward, that's going to change up a bit.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brewers fan, but for now, they are dealing with the first quest shapes. So when we get to level 9, when we see a room go dark, we cannot automatically assume it's Ganon or Zelda, because in the vanilla game, there are lots of dark rooms in the vanilla level 9.
Ooh, Rick down to half a heart. Gets 2 nice heart drops, though, which he's going to need, because here come the blue Land Molas.
Now, he does have the wooden arrow, so, oh boy, here we go. And he did find his red ring as well, so he's going to go to town on them, but he's down to his last heart and a half. Down to his last half heart. Get out of there, Rick! No! Cannot get out of there, and blue Land Molas, they are OP, blue Land Molas. Down goes Rick, back to start he goes.
Oh, jkoper finds his... I think that's his last take any cave, and he didn't grab the heart, so he must have grabbed the potion there.
Yeah, based on the fact that he still has 6 hearts, he had to have grabbed the potion. That's, again, kind of as I suspected from jkoper. He doesn't take the letter. I know him very well in terms of he's one of the best randomizer combat runners there is in the field. And plus, he's got the red ring. He does not need the letter, so he picked up the red potion, so he can refill his health twice. Now, jkoper has 234 rupees. I wonder if he's going to buy the wood arrows. He does.
You know, Rick versus Land Molas round 2.
Yeah, Rick, he's going to get it this time. In fact, he's done it. So he'll be able to push this block. He is going to find, unfortunately, it's scrap metal, and he's not going to want anything to do with that. So he's looking for the Triforce at this point. If he can find that Triforce, he will tie it up in this department. And you got to remember that jkoper has not found the middle levels. However, he's in the range right now as he has found level 6. And remember, Rick was in level 6 earlier and was ladder blocked out of progression. If the silver arrows are there, jkoper's going to have a huge advantage.
Rick finds that compass. Now he knows where the Triforce is. Gonna go pick it up.
Yeah, that's a good find there for Rick. He just has to get past one more room. He'll get his Triforce. He will tie things up in the Triforce department. Now, with the ladder in hand, well, he's got to get through these blue Land Molas one more time. So he's got a couple more hits left to go. He's got the wood arrows. You better use them. Nice job, Rick. One more to go. You got this. Well done. Great blue Land Mola fight there for Rick. That's his 3rd Triforce piece. We are tied up in this department. So now it's virtually a race to 2 more Triforce pieces and the silver arrows. Where could those silver arrows be?
If the silvers are in 9, this could turn into a very close race.
Oh, you better believe it.
If the silvers aren't in 9, it could literally come down to which dungeons the runners decide to dive.
No question about it. Rick finding a bait shop. He does not have enough cash to buy anything at the moment. He's got 24 rupees. jkoper finds a heart container that he avoids. The blue Land Molas were guarding it. Now there is a staircase. That very well could be our item here in level 6, and it is Dig Dogger blocked, so you either need the recorder or you need to know how to do a block clip. So jkoper will probably do the block clip, and we're going to see if we can find out what this staircase is. I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe it was just transport, but we don't know for sure.
No, we honestly don't. jkoper, I think he's hiding it from the commentators. He knows I'm calling this race.
Well, I noticed he still has wooden arrows equipped, so
Wasn't the silvers.
if it wasn't the silvers, it was an item.
It was either an item that was useless to him, or it was the transport. Well, there's the transport.
So maybe it was the other item.
Rick's going into level 6 now, so pretty much following each other's footsteps, and because of that, Brewers fan, we've got ourselves a race right now. 3 Triforce pieces, and both of our runners in the same dungeon.
When Rick gets to this staircase, hopefully he'll show us what this item is.
Yeah, we'll be able to see it. Rick has not had the issues with the PowerPoint presentation. This is not brought to you by Microsoft by any stretch of the imagination. There's a free key there for Rick after clearing those pancakes. It's always nice to see a rupee boss. He gets 10 of those, plus a free set of bombs. That's always nice. jkoper is going to take on these orange dark nuts here and try to get through this shutter door room in the hopes that he finds either the item or the Triforce. Now again, he may have already found the item. We can't tell. When Rick gets to that staircase, we'll have an indication of exactly what we're looking for. Well, here it is. This is the item of level 6. And it's the red candle. And he's not going to take it because 41 minutes in, it's kind of expired its use. Red candle is useful early on because very useful against Gibdos because you can fire it as many times as you want on the screen, maximum 2 shots on the screen. Blue candle, you can only fire it once. You want to fire that candle again, gotta go to another screen.
Now Rick decided that heart container was worth it and fought its way through the blue landmollas for it.
That puts him up to 8 hearts, so he is 2 hearts away from a potential shot at the magical sword. Again, the magical sword is 1 screen shop of the vanilla blue ring shop in First West. However, that's kind of out of the way, so I don't think it's going to be in play. However, jkoper has found the Triforce in level 6, so that is his 4th Triforce piece. He's 1 away from being eligible to go into level 9. And right now, Brewers fan, as it stands, we have a 40% chance that the silver arrows are in level 9. Let's see what jkoper decides to do. He's going to find level 7 next up, right here.
Yep, level 7's right here. Level 5 is right next to the vanilla level 1 spot.
Yep, and jkoper's going to die for level 7. This could be at a determining point in this race, because as I've mentioned before, Brewers fan, level 7 has decided a lot of races in the Swiss flags already. So this could be another one of those situations where sabermetrics falls into place, and we've got those silver arrows here in 33 rooms of pure torture.
Yeah, we'll see if jkoper does find it. Oh, got a staircase.
If this is the item, this could be a fast level 7 for jkoper, which is something you don't see very often in level 7. But knowing level 7's, Brewers fan, this is probably, well, he's not going to check it now. And jkoper, unfortunately, going to discover that these manhandlers are on the beefy side. 1 bomb's not enough.
Well, Rick's found the Triforce room in 6.
Yep, so he'll be up to 4 Triforce pieces if he decides to grab it. It's the item, it's the raft. Now things are getting interesting, Brewers fan. It's a 50-50 chance that the silvers are 9.
Yeah, it is getting very interesting. I think at this point it's either 5, 7, or 9.
Now, I believe the Triforce was in this room, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was. So this was a fast level 7. One of the faster level 7s you will see with these flags. That is 5 Triforce pieces for jkoper. He's now eligible to go into level 9. So a 50-50 chance, and jkoper is making the play. He's going to level 9 right now. And I'm going to tell you, Brewers fan, if the silver arrows are indeed in level 9, this race is jkoper's.
Yeah, if they're not in level 9, it is going to be very interesting to see if, because it's going to come down to whether Rick decides to go into the levels, to go into level 6 like jkoper, or no, it's not level 6.
7.
If he decides to go into 7, what like jkoper did, or if he goes back to 5, which he may not feel inclined to do because he's already been in there and got the Triforce.
No, I think what Rick might do is go to level 4. However, level 5, wouldn't be a terrible play either. jkoper's in level 9. That's one of the 6 sets of Triforce cases. So this is what jkoper is looking for. First, he's going to be listening for the roar. Here's the roar that Ganon is one room adjacent to where he is, north, south, east, or west. Second thing he's going to be looking for is a single shutter door room. If he full clears it and that door does not open, then he has found where Zelda is. Also, there are 3 old men with 4 potential hints. Unfortunately, without the book, we're not going to understand anything that they are saying at this time. So now Rick has decided to go back into level 5. So here's the situation. If the silver arrows are in level 5, the lead's going to flip in this race. Rick, he'll be in go mode, but he will still need one more Triforce piece.
So he's gonna, he's definitely clearing out all this. Who finds another heart container, gets him up to 9.
Yep, so he's 1 away from a potential shot at the magical sword, but considering who he's up against, it's not going to be a play. Here is the item in level 5. What do we have here? Oh, it's the book, which actually could help Rick because now he can buy those hints and he may get some clues on what items are in the dungeons he has not explored yet. So, although it's not the silver arrows, that's a great find. However, that is good news for jkoper because now we are down to 3 items. There's a 2 in 3 chance that the silver arrows are in level 9 right now.
And I think Rick's beelining for level 4. Unfortunately for Rick, too, even though he found the book, he's only at 15 rupees, so he can't really buy those hints.
Yeah, and he's not found the 3rd large secret, and he is going back to level 4. Well, this is the race right here, Brewers fan. If the silver arrows are not in level 4, jkoper has the advantage.
Yeah, and if they are here, I don't even think jkoper's found 4 yet.
He has not. He has not gotten to the forgotten spot right in here. So this is the race right here, folks. Silver arrows, if they're in 4, Rick is in a good spot, and he'll have a chance to pull off a big victory to go to 4-1. And this is our item right here. This is it. What do we have here? It's the any key. So the silvers are 9.
And that's actually not a bad pickup anyway for Rick because now he doesn't have to worry about keys in level 9. He's gonna get that. He's gonna get the Triforce here. He's gonna probably beeline to 9 himself. If jkoper has key trouble in 9, this could still swing Rick's way.
Absolutely, and now with that, we can give you a full item recap for this seed 48 minutes in. Level 1 has the red ring and the magical boomerang. Level 2 has the bow. Level 3 has the wooden boomerang. Level 4, the any key. Level 5, the book. Level 6 has the red candle. Level 7 has the wrath. Level 8, it's the ladder and the white sword. By process of elimination, we know that the 2 items in level 9 are the wand and the silver arrows. The Armo statue item is the recorder. The ladder item on the coast is the heart container, and the white sword item, the power bracelet. Rick now has his 5 Triforce pieces. If he goes into level 9 right now, and it looks like he's making that play here, he still has a chance. Now, again, jkoper's going to have a 4-minute head start on him, but he has not found the items. If Rick can find a better path to the silver arrows, he still has a chance. And that's why level 9, we like to consider it the great equalizer.
Meanwhile, it looks like jkoper is not going to have much trouble with keys. He's up at 6 right now.
Yes, it looks like this is a key plentiful level 9, and sometimes level 9s are like that, and sometimes they're not, where there's a lot of locked doors. Doesn't look like that doors are going to come into play for jkoper. Right now, it's basically a hunt for the silver arrows, Ganon, and Zelda. And
I think
now, remember...
So go ahead.
Now, Rick has the book. Now, little does he know this is the right play. If he finds the old man that says that the silvers are in whatever quadrant, that's going to be big for Rick. He'll know exactly which section of the skull he needs to check for the silver arrows. jkoper doesn't get that luxury. He does not have the book. The beast awaits northwest of Skull, so now Rick knows the vicinity of where Zelda is.
Oh, we hear the roar.
Wow, so Rick knows where to go to fight Zelda. Remember, he's playing as Legria, so instead of fighting Ganon, he'll be fighting Zelda.
The chat says that jkoper found Zelda.
Oh, so jkoper knows where Zelda's room is. So I have not seen that, but yes. So jkoper knows where Zelda is. For all we know, he may even know where Ganon is. So if that's the case, jkoper's looking for the silver arrows. It's a race. The race is on, folks.
Yeah, like you said, whoever finds the silvers first has the lead.
Yeah, you better believe it. Now, jkoper, he only has 6 hearts. Again, that should be plenty for him. And jkoper gets grabbed by the Wallmaster. That might have been intentional to try a different route. And Rick trying to bomb to the east. He is unsuccessful. jkoper going to skirt by this Patra. Oh, shoot. That wasn't the right way to go.
Yeah, this is tense right now.
Oh, absolutely. It is all going to come down to who finds the silver arrows first. Again, we know that they are in level 9. These runners do not. Rick is hoping he finds the hint. jkoper is just hoping he gets lucky. We know the silvers are here. That is a transport staircase. Again, 6 sets of transports, 2 that have the items. There are a total of 14 rooms with staircases. Here's a diamond staircase for Rick. He's hoping that the silver arrows is here. Again, both of these runners are taking gambles. Unfortunately, that is a transport staircase, and Rick is opting not to take it. Now he might take it, considering he can't bomb out. There's a room of Stelphos on jkoper. He is hoping that maybe this double block room has a prize for him. Well, we'll find out in a moment. No.
Now, one thing I've also noticed here, and I think Chad brought this up, jkoper is being a little more conservative with his keys. Rick doesn't care because he has the any key.
And because of that, Rick is going to blaze through the exploration. It's going to make it a little bit quicker for Rick so he can gain some time. But right now, it's a race for the silver arrows. Neither of our runners know that the silver arrows are 9, but they are in fact in 9. They just have to find it, but neither runner has found either of the items at this point.
And I actually kind of like Rick's strategy. I think he's been taking like every key door he can find.
Oh, and I like the strategy too. It's a great one. It's a great one because for all we know, the silver arrows could be behind a locked door. And there's a push block for Rick here. Let's see where this is going to take him to. The silver arrows! Rick the first to find the silver arrows, 53-13, and he is in go mode, and he takes the lead in this race.
And Chad's saying he knows where Zelda is. He knows where Ganon is.
Oh, this is huge. Rick is going to pull off a major victory here to go to 4-1 if he remembers where everything is. So next up, he's going to be looking for, well, again, in his case, it's Zelda, where Ganon would be on jkoper's side. So he will need anywhere between 7 and 8 hits. A Zelda hug is going to cost him 1 heart. So Rick in the catbird seat right now. However, jkoper is zeroing in on that staircase, so we could have ourselves a race.
Yep, jkoper just found the staircase. He's going to grab the silvers as well.
54-09. It was 53-13 when Rick grabbed it. It's less than a minute of a difference, so it's going to come down to if they can execute the Ganon fight, and if they know a great path to Zelda's room. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Zelda. Rick needs a good fight here. And there's a 1. There's 2. Looking for 7 or 8 hits with the white sword. 3, unfortunately getting the right teleports here. There's 4. There's 5. 6. Couple more hits left to go on Rick's side. 7. One more, and he's going to take down the princess. Down goes Zelda. We've got Royal Jelly. Rick has the Triforce of Wisdom, so all he has to do is backtrack to that shutter door. It's now going to automatically open for him, and Rick is going to pull off the victory here against jkoper. My goodness gracious.
But jkoper has found the Ganon as well.
So unless jkoper knows a faster path, this is going to be over. And he's got the stun lock, this jkoper, and that's a beautiful Ganon fight. Down goes the pig. We've got bacon and a Triforce of Power. It is a race to the kidnap. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Rick. Get your GGs out for Rick. He is the winner and goes to 4-1 in the tournament. jkoper is going to be right behind.
Official SRL time, 55 minutes, 37 seconds for AdirondackRick.
Boy, this is going to turn out to be one of the closest races we have had in the tournament so far. Looks like it's probably going to be less than a minute. Boy, get your GGs out. What a thrill of a race we just had. Rick coming back from 4 minutes down to beat jkoper, and again, that is why level 9 is considered the great equalizer. Anything can happen at any time. Get your GGs out also for jkoper. He finishes this race right behind both of them with the sub-hour.
Official time, 56 minutes, 26 seconds. Officially, I believe, 49 seconds apart.
Wow, 49-second race between Rick and jkoper. That's one of the closest races we have had in the tournament so far in these Pentaforce flags. Boy, make sure you give both these runners a follow. They were tremendous tonight. Holy smokes. Rick with the comeback, though, to take down this race and go to 4-1 in the tournament. My goodness. And with that, we do have AdirondackRick here in the commentator's booth with us. Boy, GG. You made the comeback happen because you routed level 9 a little bit better than jkoper did. How are you feeling, my friend?
I see the time, and I'm like, wow. And I have no idea how it happened.
Well, you were the first to find the silver arrows, and here was the situation. You were 4 minutes and 4 seconds behind jkoper going into level 9, and both of you, unbeknownst to yourselves, were taking a gamble that the silver arrows in 9.
Well,
we knew that the silver arrows were in 9 because of the process of elimination, but I want you to go over this with us, Rick.
Yeah, well, if you saw, I dug level 5 already having the Triforce out of there because I wanted to eliminate the possibilities, and I got lucky when I found the book there. And it didn't do me any good, but it just eliminated things down to a 50-50. Plus, then I knew in level 9, I'm going to find a hint for the silvers if it does turn out to be in here.
Absolutely, indeed. And we also have jkoper in the commentator's booth with us. Boy, GG, what a race between the two of you. It all came down to level 9. You both made the correct play that the silver arrows would be there, but unfortunately, Rick just found a better path. Go over this race with us, though, jkoper. We'll try to get him in here in just a moment. Rick, I tell you what, another one of the plays, and a lot of the chat is bringing this up, that any key helped you explore level 9 fast because you see all those locked doors. jkoper did not have the any key that was in level 4, so he had to be a little bit more conservative than you were, Rick. And that helped you out as well.
It's a case, I know, where the any key has come into play in a lot of the races that either I've been involved in or did commentary in. So, you know, I was happy, very happy to see that any key.
Oh, you better believe it. Boy, what a race between the two. A 49-second difference. We've not had many races that have been within a minute, so this is one of the closest races we've had so far in the tournament. You guys put up a show tonight.
I want to say this is the second closest to the tournament so far, only behind Matrick and Panolf.
And don't forget, that was the first race of the entire tournament. So we fast forward 4 weeks later to find another race as close as the one you saw in week 1. So amazing stuff between the two of you tonight. Congratulations, Rick. 4-1 in the Swiss flags. Boy, really good performance.
Okay, my mic was fine. I just had it muted.
Oh, jkoper, GG to you. Very competitive race between the two of you. Why don't you go over the seed with us?
So I don't feel like I made many mistakes. I had 4 deaths, I guess, but none of them were particularly hurting me, other than maybe the 1 in 1, having to go back up there to get the boomerang to find it anyway.
Well, to be fair, both of you died in level 1 in that blue land Molo's room.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I think the one that really hurt me the most as far as any deaths in this seed was concerned was that level 6 dying that one room from the item room.
You died. Yeah, you also died in the item room in 8.
Stupid Keese.
Oh man, and we were mentioning in the commentators booth that, look, for your sake, let's hope that that difference wasn't going to come into play. Well, it almost did, Rick.
Well, I'm glad that I decided to go east after Ganon instead of going all the way back to that staircase, because that would have ended up me losing all that time that would have taken for me to get to that staircase that I knew where Zelda was.
I up an 8 after Ganon. I don't know if there was a path or not, but it wasn't very long, and that was not the difference.
No, both of you were able to find Ganon and Zelda relatively quickly, so that didn't end up being the case. It was just pretty much a race to the silver arrows, but you did it, Rick. You made the comeback possible because you were pretty much trailing for most of this race. I mean, jkoper, he was finding the big items left and right. He found 2 quick, so he got his bow. He found 8 quick. He got his ladder and white sword fast. But you pretty much kept up with him most of the way. I think one of the keys to this was you finding the middle levels earlier than jkoper, Rick.
Not really sure if the upper levels or the middle levels really did much of a difference. I think probably that red ring was the biggest thing that I found in level 8.
Level 1, actually.
Yeah, level 1, yeah.
Correct. Both of you had the red ring out of level 1. And yeah, the blue land molas, they were just having their way. I mean, jkoper and Rick, when both of you are taking deaths with red rings, you know it's a trolley level.
I just felt like I was being a bit careless.
Same here.
Safer. I don't know. I cleared all of the overworld except for maybe about six spots or so. Yeah, something like that. So
for me, it was 4 burned bushes out in the forest and close to star, and anything that was a power bracelet.
Yeah, it turned out that none of those items, the power bracelet, the raft, or the recorder, ended up being required in the seed. So,
I was starting to worry about that, considering the fact that, 13 minutes in, I haven't found a single level yet.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that, Rick. Brewers fan, we had said the same thing. He says, well, we're going to find a lot of levels back to back to back like that. And then turned out to be the case. We see that on both jkoper and Rick's side. I'm like, well, it's like the game heard you there. It's like, oh, no levels? Here, have the rest of them.
Where was level 3?
I actually don't remember off the top of my head.
jkoper found level 3.
I did level 3.
Yeah, jkoper found it. And where was it?
Maybe Candle Row? I don't know.
Well, do know that Lord Banana was in level 3.
Yay! Such great items. Anyways, GG, jkoper, and best of luck to you in brackets. You're going to be a beast to deal with.
Yep, good game. Congrats.
Yeah, fantastic match, Rick. You go to 4-1. jkoper, you go to 3-2. But again, both of you have advanced to the bracket stages of the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament, and you guys are going to be tough. I look forward to seeing more of you as this tournament progresses. Congratulations on a very well-fought match between both of you, and we wish you both the best of luck when the bracket stages come.
Yeah, good game by both of you. I mean, whoever draws both of you is going to have a really tough match in your first round. So, look forward to seeing you both in that bracket stage.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the restream commentary tracking.
All right, so with that is going to wrap things up here on Speed Gaming. We do have 5 races coming up tomorrow. Radio Rich G Sausage Link is going to be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Then at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have Antlers versus Zarnex 42. That is a pair-up, pair-down match. Antlers trying to become a 5-0 going into the bracket stages against the 3-1 Zarnex 42. At 10 p.m. Eastern, a very, very exciting matchup. This is going to determine who goes to the bracket stages. We have BTs versus Garion Old Wolf. That is going to be a thrilling match. But this match coming up at 11 Eastern tomorrow, this one could determine our number 1 seed going into the bracket stages. It's Adaginos and it's Redbird Grad, both of them who have been tearing apart this tournament. That is at 11 Eastern. And then if you want to stamp a little bit later, we have the Croissant Showdown at 1 a.m. Eastern on September 5th. Panolf versus Chest Jerk. That's going to be a great matchup as well. Boy, any final thoughts about this race, Brewers fan?
Not really. I mean, this is a really great seed. Somewhat straightforward. Didn't have any big blocks beyond the ladder. Combat was a little tough, though. Not as tough as it could have been. The worst of it was those blue land molas. But yeah, overall, this was just a really good race. These runners are going to be so good in the brackets. I mean, whoever gets jkoper in the first round is probably getting a rough matchup for facing a 3-2 person.
You never know what's going to happen, because when you go to those bracket stages, let me tell you, Brewers fan, you throw all the statistics out the window because everybody gets a clean slate, and you get to these matchups, they're the cream of the crop of the runners that we've had. Anybody can win a race at any given time. There's going to be no more gimmies going forward when we get to the bracket stages.
Yeah, you got to be on top of your game, and you got to be on top of your game in the new flag set, too.
You better believe it. So that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody for being here on Speed Gaming. On behalf of our 2 runners tonight, jkoper and AdirondackRick, they were tremendous. Please make sure you give both of them a follow. On behalf of our tracker, Crimson Avix, who has been fantastic bringing you this tournament as one of our major tournament admins. On behalf of everybody we get here on Speed Gaming, and for my commentator partner, Brewers fan JP, it's LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Have yourself a great rest of your week. We will see you next time. So long, everybody.